So let's start off by asking everybody here, out of all these meme coins that I'll be sharing in this video, which one is your favorite? In fact, you can have more than one. So feel free to, in the comments, leave the coins that you believe will take you to Vahalla and into early retirement. And then also we'll add something on top of that. So let's say that for that coin or coins that you believe that could send you to Vahalla, let me know right next to the coin whether you believe it has 10x potential, 100x potential, or 1000x potential, or maybe even more. Maybe if you feel it has 10,000x potential, then write that next to the coin that is your favorite on this list in this video right here. And to be frank, it feels like alt season is upon us, and we're talking about the full-blown euphoric alt season that all of us have been waiting for, because some very, very critical signs has been happening. For example, we've seen and are witnessing the breakdown of Bitcoin dominance. And next month, there is over a 90% chance of an interest rate cut. And also now we're seeing when it comes to Ethereum that it's on the doorstep of creating a new all-time high. So those are some extremely bullish signals that are indicative. And once again, there's no guarantee, but there's strong signals of a full-blown euphoric bull run where you make those face melting gains there. So with that, the bulls are getting ready to stomp all over the bears. And what's a better way to open up this video than with this clip right here?
The bear market is over.
That amazing character that you saw in the clip where he knocked out that bear is Beast here. Now, what makes Beast really, really special is that he is a character to be featured on Matt Fury's latest book called Cortex Vortex here. And he shares a very special place simply because of its past history when it comes to meme coin characters, how well they have performed when they have been featured on the previous Matt Fury books here. So you can see right here that all these characters from Pepe to the Boys Club and to Hoppy have been featured on Matt Fury's recent books, right? From the Boys Club, for example, you have Mind Viscosity, also from the Knight Rider. So this book here that Beast is featured on is from the book Cortex Vortex. And this book here is very, very rare. There's only 120 copies published. And some of these books are going for over $4,000 on websites here. So a very, very rare commodity. So one thing when we look at the connection between Beast and all these different Matt Fury characters that have been featured on previous Matt Fury books, look at how well they have performed. So if you look at Pepe, for example, Pepe right now is the third largest meme coin right behind Dogecoin and SHIBA, and it reached its all-time high of $12 billion. And after following him, you have, of course, the Boys Club. So you have Brett, Andy, Landwolf. And, Brett reached over $2 billion market cap, Andy and Landwolf in the hundreds of million. And then you have Hoppy from the Knight Riders reaching an all-time high of $150 million here. So Beast has a tremendous amount of potential simply because, first of all, its connection to Matt Fury and also how all its predecessors have done extremely well when it's turned into a meme coin that had been featured on previous Matt Fury books here. So let's go ahead and jump to the price action right now. And right now, the market cap of Beast is sitting above $4.1 million market cap. And last time we had touched on this project, we noticed that there was somebody that dumped, a huge chunk of their bags here, dropping the price action from about 2.5 million all the way down to about $900,000 market cap. But the community showed resilience and dedication and support to this project, came in, ate that dip, scooped it right up, and look at the resilience of the community ever since then. It just went on this parabolic run over the last couple of days, recovering from that huge drop and then creating new all-time high. So it reached a new all-time high just 2 days ago of about $6.5 million. And since then, it's been on this steady retrace that you see right here to its current market cap of just over $4 million. So really, really strong to see that the community come in and support this project here. And the one thing that I noticed that's really bullish about the Beast community is that they came in and they supported the project on more than one big major drop. So we had talked about this major drop right here that I'm circling, but also there is one that has happened very recently that you see right here, and I'll circle that as well. And it dropped the market cap from about a $5 million market cap all the way down to about a $3.5 million market cap. And look how fast it was scooped up ever since then. So that's a testament of how strong and dedicated and resilient the Beast community and how much they believe in this project. So my guess is that we'll see some accumulation happening probably roughly in this area right here. So I'll draw a box probably in this area right here, probably between about the $3 to about $4 million mark. And then after that, it could potentially gear up for its next leg up. So extremely bullish here. Next up, we are on the Bitcoin.org website. And you're probably wondering, why are we even talking about Bitcoin, especially on this channel where we're looking for those explosive, life-changing gems here? But this is very important to be on the website, because let me guide you through this. So if you go to the business section right here and just let it load up and you scroll down to the very bottom, guess who you see? You see the mascot of Bitcoin here. So his name is Biddy, and the thing is, he's not always there. So this is like kind of like a like one of those Easter egg, kind of like hidden gem ideas, which brings a lot of intrinsic value to this concept. And the way that you bring them back is you hit your refresh button and you should see them jump back again. So this is like one of those really hidden gems that you have to be kind of like familiar with, very similar to like secret passages or maybe even secret codes when you play a game, for example, where it allows you to unlock some sort of special stage. I know that if you played Super Mario back in the day, I don't remember which one it is, I think Super Mario 3, you have I think you could blow that flute and then fly to like some world that doesn't exist on that map here. So just bringing that type of allure to the meme coin culture and to Bitcoin is absolutely huge here. So if you jump to the X page for Bitty, and once again I'll click on its profile picture in here, you can see that Biddy is this furry orange character that has the Bitcoin symbol on his stomach that you see in front of us here. And this account is fairly new here with over 500 followers, so we see a nice growth here, and they post quite frequently ever since that they created this account. So this post right here was posted 10 hours ago, another one 14 hours ago, and a couple the day after there. So once again, a very new meme coin that has lots of potential, but at the same time there is, of course, with any type of crypto, risk involved as well there. So but the one thing that Bitty has going for it, at least from a narrative point of view, is that it is the mascot of Bitcoin, and it is confirmed too. If you go to the website, for example, we refresh again, this is not a made up character. He is actually a real character on the Bitcoin website. So absolutely bullish there. And also being tied to Bitcoin, we know Bitcoin is the godfather of crypto, so that this mascot here has 100% or nearly 100%, because once again, we never like to use the word guarantee, because anything can happen in crypto, but because it's tied to Bitcoin, it says near as guaranteed that it has that staying power to really capitalize on the hype of this bull run. But once again, remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research here. So also, let's go ahead and jump and have a look at its price chart here. So you could see that it has been on a nice steady upwards trend, creating higher highs. So there's another one there, and of course it kind of chops around a little bit, but you can look more recently, it's created more higher highs than anything here. So it ran all the way up to its all-time high of close to about $30 million in terms of its market cap, and it's natural for people once again to take profits, and it's retraced to its current market cap of just over $20 million here. So it's showing a lot of strength. So my educated guess is that we'll see some zone of accumulation, probably roughly around this area. So probably around the $15 to $20 million market cap before it gears up for its potential next leg up. But once again, nothing is in crypto is guaranteed. It could also go in the opposite direction as well, but I'm just playing different scenarios of what could potentially happen here. So really, really cool to see that Bitcoin now is more than just a big B symbol. There's actually a character behind it where it'll be really relatable for retail now to come in and not only get involved in Bitcoin the asset itself, but also now capitalizing on the Bitcoin mascot narrative, especially when it comes to meme coins. This next meme coin here, in my opinion, is truly an under the radar and highly undervalued hidden gem here, and that's because this meme coin here, the character is named Moner, and is one of the characters in Matt Fury's newest book, very similar to Beast, and also has, out of the 120 pages, is one of the 10 characters where one full page has been dedicated to this character right here. So really, really awesome to see, and very, very, under the radar. Not a lot of people know about Moner. So if we go back and we have a look at the Cortex Vortex book by Matt Fury, and you go down here and you could see that there's a lot more pages here, and out of the 120 pages, as I mentioned, only 10 pages have a full character on them. So if you go here and click on this image right there, you see there is Moner. So Moner, once again, in the book Cortex Vortex, is one of the characters that has a full page dedicated to this particular character right here. So that's why he carries, or this character, whether it's a he or she or it, carries a lot of significance, especially when it comes to the Matt Fury Cortex Vortex narrative. So going back to the website right here, there we are. So you can see that once again, it is a new character. Also, it is a confirmed character as well when it comes to NFTs. I know that Matt Fury is offering or selling the Moner NFT on Magic Eating, which is a NFT marketplace. So very, very bullish to see Moner getting some spotlight, but I believe I could get a lot more, and it's one of those hidden gems. So if we go ahead and jump to its X page right here, you can see that once again, a relatively new X account has about 150 followers. But the one thing that is really awesome about this team here is that they post extremely regularly. For example, this is 1 hour ago, another post 3 hours ago, another post 3 hours ago, another post 4 hours ago. So you can see that even within a 24-hour period, they are posting multiple times. So really, really good to see, an extremely active team looking to grind away and to pump your bags as well. So let's go ahead and have a look at its price chart. And this, once again, is a super tiny micro cap that is under the radar. So saying at only a $793,000 market cap, and you could see that it shot way up, and it's kind of been chopping around, in this range of about 700,000 all the way to about 1 million, and it reaches all-time high about a $1.3 million market cap. So if it continues to do that, we could anticipate that it would chop around this area, roughly around, let's say, that $700,000 market cap. But just to give you an idea of the potential, especially let's actually look at it from a short term and a long term. So the short term, some major characters such as Beast and Mindfact, if you compare how what the all-time high they have created, Mindfact, the all-time high has been over $10 million. So if Moner reaches the all-time high of Mindfact, that would be more than a 10x from there. And also when you look at the price action of Beast reached an all-time high about $6.5 million, right? So that'd be roughly about a 7x from there if Moner is to reach the all-time high of Beast. So on a short term, you could see that there's still some really, really good potential. But in the long term, when you compare it to for example, the Boys Club, and of course the Boys Club, Pepe and the Boys Club, that is the gold standard when it comes to Matt Fury meme coin characters. But just like how we, compared Beast to Pepe simply because they are the characters that are featured on Matt Fury's book. Moner could be seen as kind of like part of the boys club that it belongs to Cortex Vortex. And you could see that, assuming that Beast runs really, really hard, there is a lot of potential for Moner to run very, very hard, like how we saw in the Pepe and the Boys Club narrative, where when Pepe runs hard, all the other Boys Club characters typically run really, really hard as well. And just to give you a heads up, there are several different Moner meme coins out there. So if you type in, for example, if you go to Deck Screener and you type in Moner, you'll see a couple show up. And the one that we're referring to is the one right here. And this one is the oldest Moner meme coin out there, sitting at the time of this recording, 2 months and 29 days. And the contract address ends in 00B9. So just to make sure that you pick up the right Moner, what I'll do is I'll leave the contract address in the description below and also in the pinned comment. So make sure to use that. And once again, Moner is built on Ethereum and you could pick it up on Uniswap. And I'll leave that information in the description and pinned comments below. So this next meme coin here is based on a very popular children's cartoon called Courage the Cowardly Dog. So, this cartoon was really popular, especially in like the late 90s, early 2000s here. But really what makes, when I was actually looking at, all the different projects out there, what really makes this project stand out is that it has a partnership with SHIB. And we saw that what a partnership with SHIB could do to the price action and notoriety of a meme coin, more particularly with MANYU, where it shot it up to, I believe, close to about $50 million market cap at its all-time high. And for those wondering, what's happening with MANYU, is this in a state of consolidation right now? But jumping back to Courage the Cowardly Dog right here, based on a very, very popular cartoon, as you can see right here on the website. So once again, you're free to check out the website on your own time here, but going to its X page. And once again, the one thing that really stood up is its partnership with the SHIB team. And you can see right here on August 9th, they posted it on their X, kind of like a teaser right here. You can see that in this particular image, you have, obviously the icon of Shiba Inu, but also you have, Courage the Cowardly Dog here. So, it created a lot of curiosity, for a lot of people to wonder what the connection between, Courage the dog and Shiba Inu. So we go back here. There's a little more in terms of its development, especially right here. So just yesterday, you could see on the front cover of the SHIB magazine, you have on the right side you have Shiba Inu, and right next to him is you have Courage the Cowardly Dog here. So once again, it's not a rumor, it's been confirmed based on this how Courage the dog is appearing next to Shiba Inu on this SHIB magazine right here. So absolutely bullish to see this partnership. Once again, partnerships make a huge difference in the crypto space and as well in life in general here. So really good to see this partnership, not just get mentioned, but now there's also tangible assets now that shows the connection between the Shiba Inu team and as well as Courage the dog. So very exciting to see exactly how this plays out and what type of alpha will be coming out of this partnership. So once again, if you're interested in Courage the Cowardly Dog, feel free to follow them on the X page for more updates, especially in regards to this Shiba Inu partnership. So if we go ahead and we jump to its price action, we could see that just very, very recently it's had quite a nice run up. So it would have been nice to catch it around here, around the $1 to $2 million mark, but went quite parabolic after that, going from about a $2 million market cap to all the way up to about a $7.5 million market cap. And since then, people have been taking profits, and right now it's sitting at about $4.9 million market cap. So, in my opinion, I think a lot of its success, once again, is built on nostalgia. People are, especially millennials, are familiar or have watched this cartoon especially when there were kids back in the late 90s or early 2000s. And just especially more recently is its announced partnership with SHIBA Inu there. So no, there's definitely in a position to really create some amazing alpha, and they do belong to probably the most popular animal meme coin category, which are dogs, right? And so very, very curious to see what amazing things lie ahead for Courage the Cowardly Dog. And then from here, if you go back to the chart, my speculation would be that it should be most likely going to some sort of state of accumulation. Right now, you could see that it's really difficult to draw what that zone may be, simply because there's really not enough data. But just by looking at it right here, really quickly, it could accumulate roughly in this area right now. So for those who are interested in getting involved in this project or further DCAing in, perhaps this is a good opportunity to do so. But once again, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions on this particular project here, but very, very bullish in terms of simply because it is based on a very popular cartoon. It is also a dog meme coin. And more specifically, that thing that gives it its edge is that it has that partnership with the SHIB team. And you can see right here on the SHIB magazine, you have, once again, Courage the Dog on the left and Shiba Inu on the right. And of course, we have Dork Lord, Pepe's greatest rival and enemy and villain, where in that clip you saw them fighting for who is going to be the supreme ruler of the Pepe verse. So once again, Dork Lord is tied to what many consider for this bull run going to be the most powerful and strongest narrative that will lead this meme coin super cycle here. So you can see that right now, Dork Lord is found on Bitmart by Economy. You could also pick it up on Uniswap as well. But more recently, they have been listed on MEMECOIN, and MEMECOIN is one of the largest exchanges in the world when it comes to 24-hour trading volume. In fact, it is consistently in the top 10 of exchanges when it comes to 24-hour trading volume there. So very, very good to see Dork Lord being listed on such a major exchange. And from what I've been hearing is that they have another major exchange listing on the go right now. So make sure to go to the X and to give them a follow. If you're interested in finding out what that next major exchange listing is going to be. And if you go to their X, for example, once again, their community continues to grow. Right now they're saying about 6,500 followers, and they post very, very regularly as well. This one was 16 hours ago, for example. But the one thing that is, once again, very, very impressive is they continue to work hard to get eyeballs and attention to their project. So they are consistently trending on Dex Screener. So really, really good to see. For example, if you look at this post right here that was just posted 2 days ago, they were number 2 in terms of trending on Dex Screener. So really, really awesome to see that the team is just working so hard to grow their project and to pump your bags as well. So let's go ahead and have a look at its price action. So as we noted, in our the last time that we talked about this project, that Dorky or Dork Lord, whatever you want to call this project, was creating a lot of higher highs, and it had that very natural pullback here where people take profits. But then the rebound and recovery that came after that was just absolutely phenomenal, because it created, guess what, a new high right here, leading to its previous higher high was about $6.5 million in terms of its market cap. And just more recently, that was actually broken to the upside once again to create a new local higher high of over $7.5 million. And since then has retraced to its current market cap of $5.5 million. So once again, this project is showing a lot of tremendous strength here. And we had initially covered this project close to probably a month ago. The market cap of Dork Lord was sitting at about a $2 million market cap. So it's very nice to see that it has been, on the upwards trend here, and the team continues to grind away at really growing this project. So that's exactly what we like to see: a dedicated team, working on a project that is in the right narrative and being the central bad guy or villain to Pepe. It has staying power as well to really capitalize on the hype and euphoria that is anticipated to come at this full-blown season here, or full-blown altcoin season here. So once again, Dork Lord is found on several major exchanges, and the biggest one is on MEXC. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link to the MEXC exchange in the description below, and as well as in the pinned comment. So feel free to use that link if you're interested in picking up some Dork Lord. And to end things off, of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. And also, crypto is risky, so as much as everything could shoot to the moon, it could go down to zero as well. So please invest responsibly. And also, I am not a financial advisor. So if everything in this video sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn on that notification bell, and give this video a big thumbs up. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.